Hey, my dear, you done my baby girl, you're bad. I love you when you misbehave on me. Have you got a man? No, no. If you don't, you can play me. One time for them bad girl. Bumper go bum 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 bum. Wanna know why I'm praying so hard? I showed her the keys to my car, cause she said she want a man, soldier. She don't wanna find.
Welcome to my channel. I'm back again with another video showing you guys how to do my highlight, contour and foundation routine. So thanks for deciding to click on this video. Now you're here, you might as well subscribe. So subscribe and like and comment, and thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoy it, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Enjoy the video. Bye. So guys, I'm applying this Bobbi Brown Longwear foundation in the colour 8 generously to my skin. I'm applying it not everywhere, but to the areas shown in the video. I don't apply it everywhere because I feel like it makes my face all one colour, and I like a bit of dimension, so you'll see when I'm done. But yeah, here are the places that I apply it.
Man, don't really think that she cares. Snapchat calling me daddy with pictures in underwear. Now she calling my phone in studio, so I am. Man, I'm trying to chase this money, wanna be a millionaire. No.
Baby girl, you're bad. I love you.
So this is what I was talking about by saying I don't apply my foundation everywhere. I leave a gap between my cheek and my jawline where I'll put the foundation. So I will blend that all up later, but there will be less foundation in the area where I would put my contour. And this just helps me to contour easier, because this helps me to avoid using like black eyeshadow or something where I would put my contour. So that's the reason why I do that. And I just apply some to my chin. So I just take my beauty blender. I don't wet it because I feel like I don't need to. My skin's quite oily, and I do oil my skin a little bit prior to applying the foundation. Also, the foundation has got a creamy and slightly wet consistency, so I feel like the foundation is quite movable. It moves around easily and it blends easily and very nicely without me having to wet my beauty blender.
I see your face whenever I look at you, but wait yeah. Girl, I pray you're not a pagan. It started with a conversation, and I will deal with your frustration. Yeah. Baby girl, you're bad. I love you when you misbehave.
So my favorite part, highlighting. So I'm just gonna highlight the under part of my eye. Yeah, with the same Bobbi Brown Longwear foundation in the colour 7.5, which is a shade lighter. So I just apply it with a flat brush, a concealer brush, and I just apply it one layer at a time. Sometimes I apply 2 layers, but today I'm going for a quite natural look, so 1 layer is fine.
Hey, my dear, you done my baby girl, you're bad.
So I take the same beauty blender I use to blend out my foundation, and I use it to blend out my highlight. So I'm very careful when doing this step because, as you can see, harsh lines can be created. So you need to be careful, take your time while blending it out. What I do is I apply some excess highlight onto my eyelid to brighten my eyelids up a bit for the eyeshadow. And yeah, I take my time when blending it out to make sure that there are no visible lines and to make sure it all looks seamless and clean. The forehead area is particularly important. I take care with the forehead area, especially because I don't want that halo effect kind of look, which is, you can see right now. So what I do is I fix that by using the dry end of the flat end of the blending sponge to kind of blend that as well, so that I'm not consistently applying concealer onto my forehead. So right now I'm taking my powdered foundation and applying that generously to the areas where I've applied my highlight. So what I do is I don't bake because, well, I ain't got time to bake. I just apply it and I find that works for me. and I spread it all in that area. I apply it right underneath my eyes. I apply it on my eyelids because my eyelids tend to crease straight away. I apply it to my forehead, my nose, because those areas get shiny really quickly. I do apply it to my moustache area because that area gets quite shiny and oily very quickly, and my chin area. I also apply it to my jawline area as well.
The sun sipping on a soda. Yeah, yeah. That's my baby. That's my baby. Yeah, that's my baby. See, I know I shot it from the way. Back to sending me cray. Yeah, 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 yeah. Easy for me, I'll be on my way.
Alright, so what I do is I take the Barium Contour Cream Kit and I apply the darkest shade of that onto a kind of fluffy brush, and I just apply that very softly, not harshly. I apply very softly to my contour area where the foundation is quite sparse. So I apply it generously and I build because I don't want it to come too dark. I want it to look as natural as possible. Okay, so I barely do this step. I apply the contour color to my forehead area. The reason I barely do this step is because of what I explained before. I don't apply the foundation to every single area of my face, and this is to help me so that I don't have to contour so much. So on the top of my forehead, the area on top is darker already. There's a kind of gradient because I didn't apply the foundation all over my forehead. I just applied it to the center. So this helps me so I don't have to contour too much. I don't really feel like I need to contour my nose, but sometimes if there's a little bit left on the brush, I'll just add it to my nose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm calling.
So what I do here is I take the concealer brush that I used previously to apply my highlight, and it's got the highlighted color still left on it. And what I do is I just line the bottom of my contour. I do this because the contour color that I use isn't dark enough. So, and I just managed to find one that was dark enough to use as contour for my skin tone. So because it isn't dark enough, sometimes I want it to pop a bit more. So that's when I'll line underneath, and that will create more of an effect. So it will make my contour pop even more. So what I do is I take the same beauty blender and I just blend out the highlighted area underneath my contour. So I don't bake this area, I don't powder it, I don't set it with powder, I don't do anything because I don't need to. Like, I don't feel like there's a need. It doesn't really move around. So I feel like it's alright. Plus, I haven't got a dark enough powder to set the contour anyway, so that's why. So what I do is I take this pinkish eyeshadow color that I've been using for ages, and I just apply a generous amount of pink eyeshadow to my eyelid.
I'm in Versace, couldn't get lists, now I got a car key. African girl moving like a yardie. Attitude.
What I do next is I take the same color and I take a pencil brush and I apply it to the bottom half of my waterline. Just went to apply some eyeliner because I can't do it on camera, and I'm just taking that same eyeshadow color, love the color, and I'm applying it to the apples of my cheeks and I'm dragging it backwards to my temples. It works great with the contour and it looks flattering on my particular face shape, I would say. Yeah.
I said 6 in the morning.
Come on,
6 in the morning.
So right now I'm taking this fan brush and I'm applying my Revlon baked bronzer. It's called Rock on World. It's beautiful for dark skin tones. I'm just applying it above the area that I applied the blush, and the colors marry really well together and I love it. I usually drag the highlight to the back to my temples as well, so my contour, my blush and my highlight are all in the same kind of shape basically, and it sculpts the face really well. I like to apply the highlight all over my nose as well as my cheekbones because I like the shine it brings to the center of my face. I don't apply it to my forehead because when my forehead gets oily, the highlight clumps together and it's not cute. I like to apply this highlight, and it's a mosaic highlight called Sunkissed, and I like to apply it to the arch of my eyebrows. I use this one because it's lighter than the bronzed highlight that I was using before for my cheekbones. It's lighter, it's a lighter colour, so it works better for my brows because I use a lighter concealer on my brows compared to the foundation on my face, so it's different. So yeah.
That's me calling, that's me calling. Almost in my vibe, that's me calling. Pick up the phone, that's me calling. I'm calling, I'm calling, I'm calling. 6 o'clock in the morning. Send her a text while I'm yawning. I'm calling, I'm calling, I'm calling. I said I'm calling. 6 o'clock in the morning. Send her a text while I'm yawning. I'm calling, I'm calling, I'm calling.
Fell in love with a star, 20 grand in a car. I do more than spend racks at the bar. She a tweet gal, but she love Yoruba. But I'm calling for you. Up in Hattons, come fuck with my pattern. Couple jewels in your ass that I'm grabbing. You be on my mind like the P that I'm stacking. They all talk T-way, make it happen. Them boys used to palm me, now I'm in Versace. Couldn't get list, now I got a car key.